Hello everyone, hallo zusammen. Heute, today we are going to learn possessive pronomen example, right? We have here the possessive pronomen. Now we are going to look into the sentence, all right? We have das ist mein Fernseher. Das ist mein Fernseher. If you look at the end of the sentence, we have der. Remember, der, die, das are always known as gender of a noun, right? Their leaders are always known as gender of a noun. This there we have this there stands as the gender of this Fernseher. Fernseher, it's masculine. Der Fernseher, it's masculine. So that's why we also have mine, because mine stands as masculine. Das ist mein Fernseher. Good. Now we have here, das ist mein Auto. Right? Das Auto. Das Auto. Now, das represents neutral. Das is known as neutral. Okay? We also have das ist meine Katze. This D here, die Katze. Katze is feminine. That's why we say die Katze. And if you look at it, here we did not say mine, because the Katze is feminine. Katze means cat. Das bedeutet cat. Auto bedeutet car. Fernseher bedeutet television. Now, we have das sind meine Bücher. I want you to pay attention to this. Here we have Bücher. Bücher is plural, right? The gender of this Bücher will give you die Bücher. Now we have sind. Sind always comes when you're making sentence with something that is more than one. We use our sind. Das sind, because it's more than one. That's why we are saying das sind meine Bücher. But if the book is just one, we could probably say das ist mein Buch. Das ist mein Buch. Because it's more than one, we have to use das sind meine Bücher. Bücher means books. It's more than one. Now let's move to du, deiner. Here, du, deiner, we have ist das dein Fernseher? Ist das dein Fernseher? Is that your television? Ist das dein Fernseher? Is that your television? Because the Fernseher is masculine, that's why we use dein, right? And the gender of this Fernseher is also known as der. Okay? Now we have ist das dein Auto? As a question. Ist das your car? Is das dein Auto? If you pay attention to this, you will see that masculine is always with dein. Masculine is always with dein. Neutral, it's always with dein. They are always similar when you're making a sentence with them. Their genders are different. They have different genders, but when you're making a sentence, you use the same formula. They have different gender, like Fernseher gender is der, Auto gender is das. We have is das deine Katze? Katze is feminine. Katze is feminine. That's why we say ist das deine Katze. Okay, now we have sind das deine Bücher? I already said when you see a noun or when you see a word, sind das deine Bücher? Here, Bücher is plural, so we have to make use of sind, not ist. Sind das deine Bücher, because it's plural. That's why we're making use of our sind. Okay? Now we have er und sein oder seine. Das ist sein Fernseher. Das ist his television, known as Fernseher. The gender of television is also there. Das ist sein Auto. Das ist his car. Car is known as Auto. Das ist seine Katze. Katze is known as feminine, so we have to use our seine. Good. Das sind seine Bücher. Bücher is plural, so we have to use our sind. All right. Now, these examples of possessive pronomen, it's very, very important. All you need to do, know how to use it and when to use it properly, and also know your dear das, your dear die das, that's the gender of the noun, right? Because this is Fernseher, if we want to make sentence, we always know that we're supposed to use mine. It depends on the sentence we are making, right? We are supposed to use masculine to make our sentence because dear is masculine, das is neutral, die is feminine, which is where we have our minor. Die, that is for plural. We always make sure we use our sind. Any sentence we are making that is plural, we'll always remember to make use of our das sind meiner Bücher. Okay? All right. Thank you for today's class. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. Bye.